Hey, what's up? What's up? This your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody, this is a short video. I had to do a video about this. I ain't want to show my face. About to head to bed in a little while, but I had to talk about this. Fat Joe. He says that, and I know a lot of people heard about it. Chris Brown, he's saying that Chris Brown, if the Rihanna thing didn't happen, that he would be as big as Michael Jackson, or they would be calling him Michael Jackson now. So we're gonna check out this clip. Right quick. And y'all let me know. Y'all feel about what Fat Joe said about Chris Brown. Let me know your opinions. We're gonna check out the video.
Yo, let me tell you something. I gotta get to this Chris Brown show. If Chris Brown never got into the controversy with Rihanna, we would be calling him Michael Jackson right now. Not.
And that's crazy. I've always thought about that. If Chris Brown wasn't in that situation, I've thought of that question. And a lot of people being critical, because, people always comparing people to Michael Jackson. You know how people are, they put Michael Jackson because, he almost like under Jesus. People know Michael Jackson. Like he's, like I mentioned in another video, like even kids that wasn't even born when Michael Jackson died, they still adore Michael Jackson. So, yeah, he got a point. It's interesting because we'll never know, because, that did kind of cripple, his popularity, with the Rihanna incident. Of course, Michael had his problems, that they said he had allegedly. And so it's interesting that, Fat Joe came out with this.
Like Michael Jackson he is the most talented singer, artist, performer, hit maker of our time. There's nobody.
And there's no lie about that. Chris Brown, he has been like, his longevity is like unmatched. There's so many songs, so many hits he's had, even though, we kind of dislike, a lot of people dislike his albums being so long, but it's just so many songs he put out back to back. So, he has a point. Fat Joe has a point.
Even close to Chris Brown. And it's time we move past it. It's been 20 something years that I know of that.
And I think that part is kind of touchy for people. Like he says, it's time for us to move on past what happened. I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, especially people who has, been through that SA and DV, it's hard for people to move on and not think about that, looking at this person that, a lot of people idolize or look up to, like Chris Brown. It's hard to get past those things, as far as the Rihanna situation, even though Rihanna may have forgiven Chris Brown, and Chris Brown probably have gotten over it in a way. But we don't know the backstory of it. It's always a lot of speculations, music industry things that might have went on allegedly, for, in order for that ordeal to happen. But yeah, it's interesting, he brings this up.
There's no more incidents? Man, we gonna let this lifetime go by without saying the truth? And so what happens is, when the truth...
And a lot of people said that, a lot of people, I know you probably have thought about that in your head, those who listening to this, you probably, thought about that if Chris Brown didn't, did do that to Rihanna, how far would he be if that didn't happen?
Is an unpopular decision. vision. Everybody gets scared to say it. They get canceled, especially famous people or somebody like that, right? But, you know, the streets, they know what it is.
Yeah.
Streets always know. They tell you the truth. There's the streets still bumping R. Kelly. He's in jail. He did terrible things.
And he ain't wrong about that. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I catch myself listening to the R, you know, sometime. But yeah, it's like he said, you know, people, it's hard people, you know, to stop listening to his music. So he got a point.
They still bumping R. Kelly. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a shame that we lying and we're not giving it up to the king of R&B, the king of music. I mean, you know, the Michael Jackson, you know,
Now I wouldn't say king of R&B because somebody else is still alive, even though they locked up. You know, that's kind of, you know, people still view him as the king of R&B. You know, even though he's locked up, some people still view him as that. So I wouldn't say king of R&B because it's hard to box Chris Brown. You know, it's hard to box him. So
be thinking he could battle Michael Jackson. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not lying. If you really look at his body of work,
and that's a question. Can he battle, like, if they was in the verses, Chris Brown and Michael Jackson was alive, could he go against Michael Jackson in the verses? I don't know. I would say no as far as Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson's body of work, you know, has sold so many you know, records. Chris Brown has hits, but it don't hit as hard as Michael Jackson hits, to me. That's just my opinion.
You look at all his hits, you see what he does, you remove from your mind that we don't like it. We don't like that he had a controversy. We don't like that. We don't condone the queens. We out here to protect the queens. We get that. He was a little kid 20-something years ago.
So yeah, that's the clip. That's part of the clip with Fat Joe. And yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. With Fat Joe saying that. Interesting conversation. Because a lot of people have thought about that, believe it or not. And I don't know why they are getting on Fat Joe about this comment. You know, people saying he crazy for saying that. Chris Brown is incredible. You know, if a lot of, you know, at certain moments of Chris Brown's career, people have compared him to great dancers like Michael and Usher and Omarion. And so, yeah, y'all leave y'all comments. Let me know what y'all think. All right, until next time. All right, peace.